everyone, this is Rashi and welcome back to the Reading Platter. So today is a very chill sit down video. Not chill for me because I'm reading mean comments on my favorite books. I don't know what gave me this idea. I have definitely seen this idea on YouTube, reading mean comments on their videos. So I thought I will be reading mean comments on the books that I love because I do not get so many comments on my videos, so reading mean comments on the books was a good idea. It's not going to be easy at all, so what I will be doing is I will be picking up 3 books, and for those 3 books I will be reading 2 mean comments, and each. It is going to be difficult because I love those books, but also I'm doing this video to tell you guys that everyone's review can differ, everyone can have their own thoughts, and I made this video like 2 times before, but I did not like how it come out because there were some comments that I read in that video which I was really pissed at, but I did not want to create anything wrong or give any wrong impression, so I deleted those videos. I'm making it again. So I will be very carefully reading mean comments that will not start a controversy here or not getting into any controversies, because this is a very fun, this is very controversy free channel. I don't want anything bad to go up here, so I will be reading your mean comments. So let's choose the 3 books that I will be reading mean comments on. So starting this video off with my beloved book that I had I had to make a video for my language exam, and I made a Spanish video on this specific book because I love this book so much, and that is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I have chosen 3 books and I have tried to keep them very different in genres. So let's first start with this fantasy, heist and mystery kind of genre book. So let's see. I am going through all the 1-star reviews and I hate those reviews that are so much long. You have to scroll so much to read them, and I cannot read those reviews here. It will take so much time. So I found one. Let's first read that. I will not be naming any of the reviewer. I respect all of your views. It can be different, but the thing is I'm reading these just for go in depression or something. So let's start. It took me all of 2 chapters, maybe 20 pages, to realize this is not the book for me. It's got tons names you can't remember or pronounce, political intrigue out the wazoo, a sadistic streak, and a heist caper plot. All of those elements immediately turned me off to this book, not my cup of tea at all. She's right about the pronunciation thing. I would definitely prefer having a pronunciation page in the beginning of the book, but there are not so many names. There are the basic names that you have to remember, at least 6, as the title suggests, the 6 names that are the main ones. But yeah, of course, I respect maybe this genre is not for you, and I respect that. So let's move on to the next one, which I don't know why do people write so much big reviews. It is very difficult to find one. I got one more. It is also 1-star review. So when this book first came out, it got a ton of buzz. I wanted to check it out but never got around to it. Finally, I nabbed a copy and off I was. I found myself confused at the start, wasn't sure of the factions and who was with who. I made it halfway through, figured out some things, but for the most part I realized I didn't care. As this is the second book for this author that I DNF'd, I think she isn't for me. Well, it is a bit confusing in the beginning. Like, it was confusing for me for like one or two chapters, but not more than that. It never took me like half the book to realize like they were not making sense. They were actually making sense. You just had to concentrate a bit more. Maybe this author is not for you. Maybe I respect that. So yeah, these were the mean reviews for one of my most favorite book. I was thinking of reading a 0-star review, but we're reading 1-star review because the filter allows me to have 1-star review, 2-star, 3, 4, 5-star, but not 0-star. Like on Goodreads, you can give review without reviewing the book any stars. If you hated the book, you can just review it 0-star and write a review. But in the filters, it is very difficult to find that. So yes. Now, moving on to the next one, I read this book last month and I loved it. If I'm looking here, I'm sorry because I'm finding the reviews as I'm talking to you guys. So I read it last month and I really enjoyed it. I loved it. I listened to the audiobook and it was very, very fun. It is Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie, and it is a mystery thriller classic. I am not a big fan of classic, but this was very nice. This was mystery thriller, of course, and Agatha Christie is one of the famous authors of that time. So yeah, let's read 2 bad reviews for this book, and I am putting the filter for 1 star, and let's find some short reviews to read. This is a 1-star review and it sounds pretty mean. I was pretty surprised at the casual racism which permeates this book, not just a backdrop but as essential aspect of the plot. The psychology used by Poirot is in fact nothing more than racism. The Italian is suspect only because he is Italian and the killer used a knife. Everyone agrees that the knife is an Italian's weapon. Englishmen do not stab, it is proclaimed. And everyone agrees. Have since read the most of her works have already been heavily edited to remove the most offensive phrases. What a racist old bag she must have been. Okay, yeah, that was true. Actually, there was a part where an Italian guy was suspected to be the murderer because he was Italian and the weapon used was a knife. That I felt was a little racist, not a little but racist. But actually, like, I will not rate a book 1 star just for this one bit, because the whole plot was very nice. The whole plot was not based on racism. This part was, of course, but not the whole plot. So maybe I'll decrease the review from 5 to 4.5. I do not rate books from in point. Yeah. So the next review, we are reading the second review for the same book, and it is, I read this because I was looking forward to the movie and was thinking that we all think about books and movies, but what did I just read? Even for the first time, this book is racist, as in the whole plot depends on racist stereotypes. Additionally, the writing is kind of underwhelming. There are huge plot holes and the book just isn't that sophisticated. I don't understand why this book isn't dead yet. I realize that I am in the extreme minority here, but this is one of that should be lost to the throes of time. Well, yes, there were racism, but not, I won't say that the whole plot was based on racism. There was actually an Indian character, and I don't think it was given any bad name or something. Yes, 1 or 2 characters were because of their nationality or maybe because they were women, but not the whole plot. I won't say the whole plot. So yeah, partially agree with that. So the next book is Beach Read by Emily Henry. It is a contemporary romance and I enjoyed this book a lot, like a lot. And this book has so many 1 star or 2 star reviews. It was like not that loved but not that hated. But yes, of course, it has a lot of 4 and 3 star reviews. So we will be reading 1-star reviews for this one too. Okay, I got one. So this review says DNF at 54%. I don't even know where to start. I'm no expert when it comes to marketing, but even I know that cover shouts light, easygoing rom-com rather than angst-filled romance, which could also pass as the life and times of an author. Wasn't for me, and I'll leave it at that. Okay, well, yes, it sounds like a very, like the plot and the cover speaks like it is a very, light-hearted book, but it's not. It has very, very huge concepts in the book, and some things that we cannot say as that are light. There are situations that are very, very heavy for a very classic rom-com, but I won't give a 1-star for that. So the last review for this video and the last review for this book. This is also a 1-star review. When I watch you sleep, I feel overwhelmed that you exist. Like, are you kidding me? This book questioned my intelligence and honestly the very profession of being a writer. It was unbelievable cliche. The characters were painfully one-dimensional and my eyes hurt from how far I rolled them back into my head. I unfortunately powered through with only 20% left. Okay, so this review is by an author, of course, as she's mentioned herself, and like I loved how she insulted the book in a very funny way, but I don't believe it to be a cliche book. Yes, there some part of the characters were very, like if the hero is saying that I love you, like is going to say and is giving all the hints, the heroine is like, oh my god, he does not love me, I'm not worth it, and all that shit. But yes, I would delete 1-star, but not like hate the book for that. So many rom-coms, so many romance books in general have this part, so yeah, I'm just very used to reading it, so of course I won't read it 1-star. But those reviews were not that harsh. The reviews that I read in the previous video that I filmed and deleted were really, really harsh, which I have to delete because I could not upload them. It has some words that I cannot speak. Yeah, this was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my misery, and we'll meet in the next one.